Over the past few months, I have bought dozens of slides, all the way from affordable and easy to get to hyped and expensive. And in this video, we are going to be ranking all of them 0 through 10 on 3 categories: comfort, style, and affordability, to see which ones are the best for you. The grand ranking will be at the end, so let's start off with the Mellow slides from Crocs. If you didn't know, these have been buzzing on the internet lately because of how comfortable they actually are. So in terms of that ranking, they definitely get a solid 8. They have that squishy comfort when you put your foot in it. It's just a relief. It feels really nice after the end of the day putting your foot in these. In terms of style wise, I'm giving them a 6.5. They're pretty standard in terms of their look and feel. They have ventilation, which is good. They're not overly bulky, and they come in a bunch of different colors. Now, where these really shine is in terms of price. They're $49.99 US, which brings up the price to a 9. This is definitely one of the most affordable on their list, so their overall ranking gives it to a 7.8, which is on the higher end. Next up are another pair of Crocs. These are the Dylan Clogs. This is a different type of slide here, definitely for a more dressier occasion. They even have a nice texture on them to resemble leather. Now, I gotta say, in terms of stepping comfort, these are a 6.5. They're not as comfortable as the Mellow slides, but they still definitely get the job done. Now, in terms of style, that is the biggest high point of these. I really love the fact that it's a rubber slide. You can put your foot right in, no socks. You can wear no shows if you wanted to, and you can wear them to adjust your occasion. You can wear them out to dinner, you can wear them to the beach. They're super versatile in that sense. And in terms of affordability, they're very affordable. They're a few dollars extra than the Mellow slides, with bringing them to $54.99 US. In terms of style and price, they both get an 8, bringing the overall score to a 7.5. Just a very good score overall, and I'm a big fan of these. Moving on to the last pair of Crocs on this list, this is bringing us into the hyped and expensive category, are the Salehe Bembury Crocs. I'm a big fan of these. I love the design and the colorway. It's just a very unique sign, and I feel like the Salehe Bembury Crocs is one of those shoes that has put those soft slip-on shoes kind of on the map. A new and unique design can do that. Now, in terms of comfort, they get a 7, which is pretty standard. It's just okay. They don't have that super squishy feeling that I enjoy with my slides, and I actually find that the sizing is the biggest drawback, which influences the comfort on these. Sizing is very tricky with these. I went to a full size down to an 8, and I still find that they're a bit big. They don't have half sizes, so I probably could have went down with a 7, which is confusing because I've never worn a size 7 since I was in, like, elementary school. But regardless, in terms of style wise, I really love the look of these, but they are difficult to wear. So I'm giving the score to an 8. If you have a wardrobe that's similar to Salehe Bembury in terms of that hiking aesthetic, then you'll love these. But for me, I don't really have that breadth of wardrobe in terms of that. So like I said, I'm giving them an 8. Now, in terms of price, I gave it a 7. They retail for $85, but I had to pay resale for mine, and I'm sure it was the case for some of you. Hopefully, with the more colorways that they bring out, that brings the resale market down on these. Unfortunately, though, for the time being, the overall score is going to be a 7.3 when you factor in all the 3 categories. Now it's time to talk about Suicoke, which is one of my favorite underrated brands from a footwear standpoint. They're based out of Japan, and they just really excel in terms of uniquely designed footwear that's always backed on functionality, and their score reflects that. In terms of comfort, I'm going to give them an 8 because their stepping comfort is there. They're really soft on the foot, and they have a fun strap on this one, so if you have a wider foot or narrow foot, you can sort of adjust the fit to your liking. In terms of style, giving them a 7, just pretty standard pair. They have different colors, which is great, but overall the design is not too crazy, but not too muted as well, so it gets a pretty standard score. The problem is they do take a hit on the price. These retail for $145, I think, because they are an imported product. I got them on sale for Essence, so I definitely did not pay full price. I think I paid $65 for these, but that doesn't reflect everybody's experience, so I'm giving the price a 6 here, bringing their overall score to a 7. We have another pair of Suicokes on this list. This is the Tabby Polk loafers. When I bought these, I did not know they had a split toe. It's actually kind of funny because it was very unexpected, but I decided to style them anyways. It was definitely a unique feeling when you slide them on, and because they have that sort of like ninja aesthetic to them, I sort of wanted to wear an all black outfit, so this is the best way that I could style these. Either way, comfort on these is a 7. I probably should have sized up so that impacted the score on this one. From a style perspective, you either love them or hate them. I'm sort of on the fence about them, if I'm being completely honest, so the style is a 6. And in terms of price, they're one of the most expensive on this list, so I'm bringing it down to a 5. I think they're $185 retail price, but I did get them on sale. I'm probably going to return these if I'm being completely honest. So they do get a final score of a 6, which is honestly not that great. Let's bring the spirits back up with the Fear of God California, and I gotta say, despite whatever the ranking is, these are easily one of my absolute favorite things to talk about in this video. I really love these. They're made in Italy. They have this cool minimalistic style. I don't know why I waited so long to get a pair, but I'm really glad that I did. The only drawback is that there isn't a ton of ventilation, so I found that my foot ended up getting a little bit sweaty after a few hours of wear. In terms of comfort's definitely there. These are very comfortable. They're getting an 8. From a style perspective, one of the most stylish on this list. When you wear them on foot, it just feels right. They look good with outfits. Style is definitely a 9. I have to be objective though. The price is a 6. They're $175 US. I got them on sale, and I would highly recommend that you try to get yours on sale. I got mine on Essence, bringing the overall score based on these rankings to a 7.6. But I assure you, they are one of the top on this list in terms of personal favorites. But I have to be objective on this one. Moving along, we have this Stussy Nike Yeezy Slides. I picked these up recently and I'm very happy that I did. They're really clean looking. This whole vibe of this shoe just reminds me of like going to soccer practice or going to games, just putting a slide in, that Nike slide. I've worn these a million times. In terms of comfort though, these are a 6 if I'm being completely honest. After wearing these compared to some of the others on this list, the stepping comfort just isn't there. They're affordable Nike slides, so they excel in other things, but definitely not in comfort. From a style perspective, they're a 7. I think that the Stussy branding on there just really brought that up more, but ultimately they're just a standard pair of Nike slides at the end of the day. However, price is where they really shine. I'm giving them a 9, $45 for a Stussy Nike collab slide. I think it's excellent. Overall, you're getting a ton of value out of these, so the overall score is a 7.3. Let's talk about the Merrill Hydro Moc AT. I know this isn't a slide per se, but they are a rubber soft slip-on shoe and can be worn in the same instances that you would wear a slide. However, because these do have that internal sock liner, comfort is really good. There's excellent lockdown on this shoe. It's a super snug feeling, so the comfort is an 8. In terms of style, they do fall in that Salehe Bembury category where there is just a ton going on, which I personally like. Looking at these shoes in hand, it's a really cool experience because there's so many details that just pop out at you. But because of that, you either love them or hate them. So for that reason, I'm giving them a 6. And in terms of price, they're also getting a 6 because they are $170. These are kind of like a personal favorite, but objectively based on the categories, they don't rank super high, so we're giving them a 6.6. Now it's time to move on to some absolute heaters. Adidas always killing the slides game. This is the Adilette 22. I'm definitely late to the ball game with these, but I'm very glad that I got them recently because they just excel in every category. From a comfort perspective, they do have nice cushioning. Trust me, when you put your foot on it, super squishy and great feeling. I love the texture on the outside as well. They're 3D printed, so they do come with this cool design. And from a price perspective, these are $60, which is very affordable in terms of slides. That brings their overall score to an 8. 8s across the board. Just a very solid pair of slides. I just can't recommend these ones enough. Okay, now it's time to talk about the most popular slides on the planet. It is of course the Yeezy Slides. They are very underrated in terms of the entire Yeezy line. I think that they have done a lot for the slide category in terms of making slides, wearing them in public cool again. They really inspired a ton of fakes that you see on the market. A lot of the designs that you see in this video were inspired from the Yeezy Slides in terms of their popularity. They may not have been the first to look like this, but they are definitely the most popular. From a price standpoint, they do retail for $60. I had to pay resale for mine, and I'm sure some of you may have to pay resale for yours. Now, from a comfort perspective, they're one of the most comfortable on this list. Despite how bulky they look, they have tons of stepping comfort. I was actually shocked at how comfortable these actually are. So honestly, I love wearing these, and I've been wearing them all over the house since I got them. So they get a 9. And then from a style perspective, they do get a 9 as well. A lot of people wear these casually. A lot of people wear these in outfits. A lot of people wear these as like a status symbol. Like you see people wearing expensive Jordans or expensive sneakers. So the overall score objectively brings it to an 8.3. But despite that, they sort of fall in that same fear of God category where they are definitely one of my favorites on this list. So let me know in the comments which slides I may have missed. Let me know what you think of my list and my ranking system. Check out some more summer fashion trends. Check out this video right over here. Or if you want to see a recent shopping vlog that I just posted, check that video right over there. So why don't we click on one of those and I'll meet you guys there.